ladies and gentlemen, my very beautiful friends. If you want to know how to optimize your dishwashing routine, then watch this video till the end. Hopefully you will find something interesting in it. And next, I think I'll be posting a video on how to bring back the shine of copper and brass utensils. So if you're interested, stay tuned, and otherwise also just subscribe and hit the like button. And also when you subscribe, just make sure you tap on the bell, because I guess if you don't, then you don't get notified. So yeah, just do it. I mean, what's the deal? Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys, how many of you still use the traditional dishwash soap, which is in the form of powder? And even the bar, but I think the bar is just a solid version of the powder. It's not any different. I've used both and I don't feel any difference. So how many of you still use that? And how many of you have completely transitioned into using the liquid dishwash soap? My stance on this is that I solidly stand in between, because I need both. I use both, different purposes, but I need them both in my kitchen. So I wonder, like, how many of you homemakers or homebodies like me have this dilemma, or whether I should use the liquid dishwash or should I use the traditional powder soap. So I am assuming that, since I have come to be on this middle stance where I need both, I'm sure a lot of you guys also feel the same way, that oh yes, we actually need both because both serve different purposes. So, like, for example, the bar soap, I find that very harsh. Now that's a good thing and a bad thing, obviously. So the good thing is that whenever it comes to any tough stains, like if there's too much oil on a utensil, bar or powder soap would be my go-to. And even it works great for copper utensils or brass or even bronze utensils. I find that the bar soap works far better in cleaning those kind of utensils than a liquid soap. And the liquid soap is like so mild, I feel. It has its own uses because, so it's mild, so it's great for things like wood or my glass utensils or ceramic utensils. I find it great. I would not prefer to use bar soap on these three categories. Another thing that I want to show you is that basically I like to use my dishwashing gel for any hard to reach places, because if those places are hard to reach, then there's very less chance that maybe even the cloth will reach in there. So I'll show you, like a mixer jar, for example. So here you see inside, like in this portion, if you can see. So in this one I can remove these blades out, but in my other jars I can't remove the blades out. So the portions under the blades, if I was to use bar soap or powder soap on them, then there's a great chance that residue, I would not be able to remove it. And yeah, basically And then there are bottles like this which are so hollow that I cannot put my hand in there. So for that I use this bottle cleaning sponge scrub, because it has a sponge and then it has scrub on both the sides. So I use it easily, and I use my dishwashing gel. It's so much easier to use a dishwashing gel. I cannot tell you how much it's made my life easier, how much I can wash things better. And yeah, so for things like this, intricate things, and things like this where my hand won't go inside and I have to use a bottle cleaners, I definitely only use dishwashing gel. But for categories like, as I mentioned, copper, brass and bronze, I definitely feel that bar soap or powder soap is great. I feel that powder soap is formulated with much harsher chemicals than the gentler dishwash gel. So even when I'm using the bar soap or the powder, same thing, right? I mean, I don't view them as two different things. You might, but I don't. So when I use them, it's very harsh on my skin also. It spoils my nails and the skin on my hands. So I try that whenever I'm using this bar soap, I'm wearing kitchen gloves. But there are times, like you can see in these clips, that I'm not wearing them because mine have gotten spoiled and I'm not able to find them anywhere around me. So I've ordered, and they'll reach me whenever they will, because there is a lockdown situation. So we'll see. So if I was to wash my wood utensils and cookware with a bar soap, for example, then there'd be a problem, which is basically the major problem with bar soap, I feel, that it leaves behind a white residue or build up, whatever residue would be the word. So it leaves that behind, and I feel that that's very harmful for health in the long term. And I would like all of you to know that this is something serious. Please don't ignore it. I've seen some people ignoring it. Like they just don't care. They don't even care to remove the soap completely from their utensils. So like you can see in the video, I'm using a microfiber cloth to remove that bar soap's residue from every place on my utensil, because it goes in places where even my hands and fingers cannot reach. And I also somehow feel that when I'm using the microfiber cloth, it's actually protecting the tips of my hands, it's protecting my nails, and it's protecting my skin, because then while getting that thing off, my skin is not directly coming in contact with the chemical of the bar soap. So I find that a big health concern, and I'm appalled if people are not bothered by it, by seeing that white residue on their utensils after they've washed it, in case they've not washed it properly. And I've seen this in so many places. In cheap restaurants I've seen it, in households I've seen this, that people are eating like that, and I just don't have words. Like, I would just like to say that please be more conscious, and you can't just take everything so lightly. Like, no words. I think this is just common sense, that you're not supposed to eat in a utensil which has this white residue left on it. Like, I wonder where people are lost. Why can they not see something as basic as this? And why does it not bother them? It's beyond me. But yeah, I would definitely like urge all of you to spread awareness wherever it needs to be spread, and also to be aware yourself that in case you're using the bar or powder soap, at least remove it off properly. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And if still you feel that you cannot remove it properly, then just don't use it. Yeah, I mean, use the liquid dishwash. I mean, that's your only alternative. Do it for your health. So in the liquid dishwash, if you have this complaint that, oh, the utensil doesn't get cleaned in just one go because maybe you're using steel or whatever you're using and the oil is not coming off, and when you touch the utensil after washing you feel like it's not getting properly cleaned, it's still a little greasy, well, then wash it twice. Simple. Just wash it twice, but don't do this with your health that you're so absent-minded that you don't know you're eating that white residue. If you are so absent-minded, then do some extra work, wash your utensils twice, but don't use the white powder and bar soaps. I also feel that the dishwashing gel is great if you're in a hurry, because it's so easy to wash off. Like, you don't need to rub the utensil a lot while you're washing it off. You can just put it under water and it's done. So it greatly saves my time whenever I'm in a hurry, and that's why I'm really thankful for having this alternative to washing utensils. I use a microfiber cloth in order to get off that white residue. You may use something else, or you may use the microfiber cloth, whatever suits you. After shooting for my video yesterday, I happened to be talking to my friend about what she uses to clean her utensils and what does she feel more comfortable with, whether it's the bar or the liquid. And you know, during our conversation, I realized that she's actually using the same scrubbing pad for her bar as well as the liquid. And I was like, but why do you do that? Because when you do that, basically the bar soap, the powder soap, stays stuck onto the sponge pad no matter how much you try to like wash it off, and then you're using the same sponge for washing utensils with the dishwashing gel. And she's like, but what difference does it make, because I wash the sponge and then store it, and every time basically she's thinking that the bar soap is getting washed off when she's washing the sponge. So you need to realize one thing, that when you're using something which is leaving behind a residue, it's not just going to get washed off with water. When you put your utensil under water after using a powder soap or a bar soap, you would see that the white residue is there. For you to remove the white residue, you have to wash off with like using your hands or some microfiber cloth. Only then the residue gets washed off. Now imagine, how are you going to remove that residue off your scrub pad? Like, I don't think it's possible. So she's like, okay, but even if the residue is staying there on my scrub pad, how is it making any difference? And I'm like, well, it is. Because if you're doing that, then basically you are not optimizing the use of your dishwashing gel. Because when I'm using a dishwashing gel, I simply, after scrubbing my utensil with the scrub which has the gel on it, I simply put it under water and it's washed. I don't need to rub it with anything. I don't need any hands or any microfiber cloth. All I need to do is just put it under running water and the soap comes off. But when you're using a sponge pad or scrub, whatever, which has that white residue from before on it, there's a great chance that it's gonna transfer that white residue onto your utensil. And that's what I told my friend, and she's like, oh, but anyways, I rub my utensils while I'm putting them under water, so I guess it doesn't make a difference. Well, it does, because you have a chance to save time by not having to rub your utensils by hand or by a microfiber cloth while you are rinsing them. But if you're choosing to still rub them a lot, just like you would when you're using a bar, then I feel like you're losing out on time. I mean, you're wasting time. You could have done something very quickly, but you're using just as much time in washing off the gel dishwash gel. So you're wasting time, because if you suppose, I think, take 10 minutes to do your utensils with the bar soap, you would probably require maybe 5 to 7 minutes to wash with the gel dishwash. And the reason is that because you simply need to rinse it underwater when you're using a dishwashing gel. Yeah, this time I spoke right. And you don't need to scrub it with anything, with your hand or your microfiber cloth. I think that's a major difference between gel and bar, and also how gel that way optimizes your washing time, like it makes it shorter. So that was an important tip. So keep the two sponges separate. That's the gist of it. Keep them separate. The one that you're using for bar should be separate, and the one for the gel should be separate. I have seen this happening in so many homes, and I don't know why people just don't pay thought to this. I would encourage you to, pay thought to this. And I feel it doesn't even matter whether you're a homemaker or a homebody or not. As I always say, if you like to eat, you should know how to cook. And if you like to eat and you know how to cook, you should also know how to wash your utensils. These are basic things, and definitely whenever it comes to little things like this in life, you should pay attention. It does not even matter whether you're a home person or a homebody or a kitchen in charge or not. These are basic life skills, very basic things. So I encourage all of you to pay attention, to start paying attention to these little details and have a better life. So that was my stance on the gel versus powder dishwashing situation. Hope this helps. And if you have any ideas or thoughts that you would like to share, then feel free to comment in the comment box. This sponge scrub pad is what you would use for liquid dishwash, and a sponge steel is what you would use. See, it has sponge inside and it has these steely things on the surface. So this is what you would use for your liquid dishwash soap, because normal traditional scrub pads, which basically just have this top layer, this green layer. They don't have the sponge. They would not work with liquid dishwash soap because it needs to foam in order for it to work. So for the powder or bar soap, you can use just the traditional scrub pad, whatever it is that you're using. But in case you're using the dishwashing liquid, then you would need a sponge scrub pad. Even the traditional steel wool would not work for this because you need sponge basically for the foaming, and then the steel like this one.